Hey everybody, it's Mike Freer here with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and I'm back with another compliance tip of the week. This week we're talking about DFARS, NIST, SP 800-171, and CMMC. How do I stay competitive and be compliant? So hey, if you're a defense contractor who is feeling overwhelmed, tired, and alone, trying to understand all of this DFARS, NIST, SP 800-171, and CMMC compliance stuff, I've got great news for you. You found your home here at On-Call Compliance Solutions, where we can help you transform into your company's on-call compliance hero. Let's jump into it. So you guys, this may be the big one, okay? One of the most important videos we've ever done, and I'm so pumped to talk to you about this today because there's just so much to unpack here. So let me kind of set this up for you and how we came to this video. We were doing one of our live webinars, and in the chat, one of the participants asked the following question, okay? And totally unedited, here's how it goes. In a competitive environment, I don't see how building in compliance costs are feasible. There is no enforcement of NIST, DFARS compliance, so there's nothing stopping companies from falsely reporting compliance and underbidding you. Like, guys, if you know me, like, my skin's crawling, right? Like, totally crawling, and I'll tell you what happened next, okay? So I think everyone on my team knows me super well, and when they saw that come through on the chat, they fed it over to my live feed, okay? And if you've never done, like, live webinars before, there's, like, amateur setups and there's pro setups, and when we do it, we actually have a live feed coming to me. One screen's the audience, one screen's my slides so that I can kind of ad-lib, I can freestyle, I can kind of have a little fun with the audience and stuff like that. So they feed it over to my live feed, and I did a 360-degree turn, like right in place. Like, no one really saw that because it was a webinar, but I mean, they might have seen my head turn. And maybe they saw my head turn on my shoulders, like, you know, one of those horror movies. But I mean, I literally stopped the entire presentation and said to the audience, I said, hey guys, I'm gonna like literally stop the show to address what is one of the biggest pieces of misinformation that exists out there. And it exists, and it's stopping our country from being able to have strong information security defenses. It's torpedoing this whole thing, and let's address it right now. And we had a pretty big audience on, a couple of hundred people on this webinar, and I think it will be super valuable for everyone on the call, is what I said. I said, in response to the following, and you know what you guys, because this is YouTube and because it's, you know, sort of after the fact, I'm probably going to inject some raw emotion and fun in here because, I mean, you all know me, right? I'm super passionate about this stuff. Here's what I said. I said, look, your statement is absolutely false, and false is in capital freaking letters, okay? False. Yet so many people have this perception. It's true. That's true. There's absolutely enforcement of this, okay? There is an entire department at the DoD called DCMA, all right, the Defense Contracts Management Agency, okay? And there's an entire department there called DIBCAC. It stands for the Defense Industrial Base Cybersecurity Assessment Center. This is like a thing. Like, this is a whole entity within the DoD that exists. It's not like one guy. It's like a whole thing there, okay? Their job is random and priority-based audits of contractors. The lowest reported fine, okay? So again, if they find you to be in gross violation, you've made a false claim that you were compliant, you're not, the lowest reported fine is $9 million, you guys. $9 million. That's the lowest one. Believe me, it gets higher, all right? It was levied on a mid-sized contractor. So we're not talking about a really small company or a really large company, like some random company in the middle. Okay, they're not going to sit there and sort of, pick out the really big companies to make examples of them. Although they've done that with some colleges, But again, it's just your run-of-the-mill defense contractor. Okay, just like you guys out there. To give you an idea, so a mid-sized contractor, not even a very large one. There were over $6 billion in false claims settlements with the government just last year alone, okay, guys? That's like what got settled and paid. Not like what they sued for, that's like actually what's settled, right? Because what's the point in like telling you about like a bunch of cases that are ongoing? No, like that's the government reported number, $6 billion in false claims. The smallest one's $9 million I've ever heard about, all right? Lying to the government is not a great business idea. And hiding behind the idea that you can just sidestep this and check the box is literally against the law, all right? As the DoD has stated many, many times in the past, if your intention is to violate the law to win business, they strongly recommend, extreme recommendation, that you immediately discontinue doing defense work and head back to the private sector where you belong. National security is at risk, and it is your duty to both your company and the country to properly safeguard all information related to work you may be doing in the defense industry, no matter what your own perception of the value of that information is. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you don't think it's important. All right, if you don't think a name and address of a military base or a military customer or a prime customer is important, hey, look, that's not for you to. That's not your decision, right? That they write this stuff in the law. So for those that understand doing business with the government and following these laws, implementing proper compliance is the only path forward to success. In addition, when done right, it is not expensive, okay? If you think it's expensive, give us a call. Let's talk about it. You probably paid too much or you're getting, bids that are too much, and find out how we can help you solve this in a more cost-effective way. And by the way, faster too. Nobody does it faster than we do. In regard to the competitiveness of the environment, when you look at the companies winning a lot of defense work, they are often large, heavy overhead, and are not the lowest price technically acceptable. It just makes my skin crawl, you guys. I mean, this too is false, all right? This whole price thing is false. DoD places equal weight in procurement on price and how safe a vendor is to do business with, along with their capability and past performance. They also give weight to capability, past performance, and many other factors, of which price is only one of the competitive factors. I mean, I can't explain this enough, right? If you don't think that Lockheed Martin has a higher cost of doing business than a 100-person business or a 10-person business or a 1-person business, you're bonkers, okay? You're just wrong. So it can't be about price, you guys. And I love it when I hear, oh, my industry is so competitive, it's all about price. It's not about price in defense contracting. I'm sorry, it's not, okay? Trust me, the ones that are winning the most business are the biggest with the most overhead. They can't win on price. I mean, come on. Hasn't everyone heard of the $100,000 toilet seat at the White House by now? I did actually put that in the chat, all right. Our team has vast experience in helping companies get compliant, here's the key, and win defense work, baby. Yes, it's what I love doing. It's what we all love doing here at On Call. We can assist your sales teams. I don't know why sales is coming into compliance, right? But this is what I wrote. We can assist your sales teams in understanding the real rules and how to win. By the way, that's part of every consultation is we give you basic training on this. This is one of our absolute advantages over every other company helping with compliance. We don't stop at getting and keeping you compliant. We have an entire support team here to help you win, grow, and thrive in the world of defense contracting, okay, and winning defense work from other companies. We are a true partner for the long term, and we wouldn't be able to hold this position without this increased level of service and support to our clients. I love that you asked this, and we appreciate the opportunity during this webinar to help clear up these myths and stop them from proliferating. Okay, that was my response, you guys. And the thing is, I know there are certain percentages of people who are just getting into this, maybe just having these requirements fall on them for the very first time. And on the surface, I'll even go so far as to say that for the uninitiated, for those people who have not done a ton of work before in the government space, maybe this is a good question to ask and even potentially a fair assumption when you traverse from price competitive private sector over to government. I get it. I get it. And hey, listen, we're a private sector company, right? It makes sense. But the government does not work like private sector. It just doesn't. It does not work on lowest price technically acceptable alone, like so many have rumored it to be. It just doesn't work like this. Instead, I can tell you from firsthand experience that the real way the government works is just like paying your taxes. The person who knows, understands, and follows the rules, the best wins. This absolutely includes being compliant, okay? That's the key, is follow the rules. When you follow the rules better than your competition, that's when you're going to win. Yes, you must justify your price. Yes, you must have a complete and adequate bid package. You must be legally able to bid, which means being compliant with this stuff, okay? Again, an adequate bid package, contract offering, proposal, etc. You got to have all that stuff. You do have to dot your I's and cross your T's. That's why price is not the only thing they look at when this work is won. And this for sure extends to subcontracting. Here's an example. If you are not compliant, they can't send work to you in defense. They just can't do it, right? It's literally illegal to send it to you. Now, I mentioned that On Call really loves to help defense contractors win more business. We are hyper growth minded in the way we run our company, and it's what we live for when it comes to working with our clients. If you ask me, My entire mission for the company is always to be a net positive investment in every interaction with our clients. If we're getting paid, we want to provide a 10x return on what you may spend with us getting compliant and having us manage your technology, having us manage your compliance, all that stuff. I don't have time to go deeply into it now, but there are just a few ways that getting compliant can actually make you more profitable, and some other things I think you should know. Because guys, it's like, I know that if you can't, in some cases, if you can't justify it to your boss, right, or you're trying to figure out how to justify it to your boss, I'm going to help you with that, okay? Here's a couple ways. Number one, we help our clients how to structure proposals that win using compliance as a competitive selling advantage, and it works. We help our clients figure out how to get reimbursed, and there are lots of different ways, ladies and gentlemen, to do this. Reimbursed for the money they spent, including our fees, on getting compliant. And yes, you can do it. I don't care who is out there saying you can't. You absolutely can. There are many different ways. I'm not saying one way will be the be all and end all of how to do it. It all depends on your specific scenario, but believe me, there are ways to do it. 3, we help our clients raise their prices and still win. Right? That right there, raise prices and still win. I don't care what anyone says. You can absolutely raise your prices. You just have to be better than the next guy at justifying the value. That's how it works, and we can help you do that. Compliance is a big instrumental factor in that. We are maters. I think that was supposed to be masters. We are masters at that, and we work with sales teams all the time to show them how. Massive ROI on getting compliant. Okay, being more secure, avoiding cyber attack, having an overall more secure and better running IT operation. Okay, you guys. We are masters at delivering ROI on what we do. No one in the world is better at this than us. When we are coming in to do our risk assessments, let me tell you, we always find things that can be better or have very fruitful conversations with the IT and security teams on how they may be able to be more efficient. Literally, we make you look good. If you're an IT person, all right, we're going to make you look awesome and be better for your company. How do we do it? Well, for us, it's easy. When you have got a huge team that has consulted with thousands of defense contractors and private companies over 21 years, sorry guys, there just is no replacement for time in the hole and experience, and we've got it. Okay. 5, we can do it all for you. Okay. So if you want, you don't have to. Okay. We can consult you. We can also walk the walk with you. So we can do it all for you. We can hold your hand. We can be best friends. We can walk down the aisle together with you. And the clients we have that have grown the most actively invested in the relationship with OnCall as a long-term partner in growing revenues in defense. It's what we do best and where we provide the most value. I'd love to have an opportunity to have you meet with one of our certified compliance experts and learn how. Because you know what? At OnCall, we take defense contractors just like you who have had this DFARS, NIST, CMMC, ITAR, and EAR information security compliance stuff dropped in their laps like a seagull on a sunny day. And we teach you how to level up and be a proper on-call compliance hero for your company, eliminating gaps, gray areas, and getting this solved, all while showing you how to leverage compliance as your secret weapon to land more defense work with higher profit margins. Now that's what becoming an on-call compliance hero can do for you. Looking for more information on getting compliant? Our compliance experts are always on call for you. Visit cmmccompliancesecrets.com, that's cmmccompliancesecrets.com, or check out the description below for links to get help right now. If you love the content we're putting out here for you, help us out with a big thumbs up on that like button, or even better, smash the subscribe button to get the latest compliance content as soon as our compliance nerds roll it out. Until the next time, my friends, until the next compliance tip, my friends, I get the wording right one day. That's what happens when you read off a teleprompter. Until the next compliance tip, my friends, stay safe and secure out there. Hit us in the comments below to let us know what you'd like to know more about when it comes to information security and compliance. And if you love the content on here, smash that subscribe button. It really, really helps us out. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and let us know we're doing a good job. I'll see you on the next one.